on here are the ones that want it. So I'm really excited that you guys are here. Okay, so today, so we've talked about the adventure page. How are you guys doing with adding people to the adventure page? Good? Has anybody got stuck and gone to jail yet or anything?
Well, I get told to stop every day, but one problem I'm having is like, can people like reject the invitation and then show up as invite? Because I feel like there's some people that I keep inviting every day.
No.
Okay. Billy Wilkins is one that I keep inviting him, and then it shows up that I haven't invited him.
So he could have a setting on his phone to where it automatically pushes it out. So that could happen. I'll tell you what, Zach Benight, he hit executive in Bria, you're gonna have to help me. Was it 3 months, 4 months? I don't know. It was
I think it was 4 months.
4 months. So he went from 0 to executive in 4 months, and he did a training on our team. And that might be something that you guys want to go back and watch, is Zach Benight. But he said that that's how he started. He would go through and he invited people, anybody that popped up on his results page, until he was too busy to do it anymore. That's what he did. He says, I don't care. He says, you know what? He says, the thing is he says, I've got something that has changed my life, and I want to share it with other people. If they don't want it, they don't have to do it.
So great. So invite everybody, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
keep
he
inviting them.
He did it. That's what he did every single day. And he's like, I don't care how many times they popped up. He says, and he said the same thing, because I don't see people the same day. Because for some reason mine's grayed out that say invited. So it doesn't, those are staying there. I don't know why. I don't know how all that, like, you have to Google it and tell us how it technically works. But that's from what I understand. Once they say they do not want to be in that group, you cannot add them again. But they pop back up if they don't get in, if they don't accept or decline. So, but that's what he said. He says, I kept inviting people until I didn't have time to invite people anymore. Cool. And that's how 4 months he went from nothing to executive. And I'm going to tell you guys real quick, we've got 2 days left for the month. Alicia is 220 points from manager. So excited.
Woo-hoo, congrats.
So if you don't think these trainings work, think again. I'm just saying, she has not missed one. She hasn't missed one, and she is just like a sponge every single day. So I'm really, really excited for her. So we hit the adventure page. Adding friends. How are you guys with going in and finding your quality people and getting them invited? How many have you invited since our how many have you increased your Facebook friends since Wednesday?
I've added friends every day till they won't let me add anymore. So
good.
Yeah.
Do you know how many has accepted?
Let me look. I should be able to see.
Bria, how many did you say?
I increased about 50, like 52, I think.
Did you really? Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
So that means that you have had to have added probably, I would say, at least 400.
Yep.
Is that about right?
Yep.
Because even though people don't see them too. But if you were not adding quality friends, that number, if you added 400, that number would have probably been 4 instead of 52. So it's not something that just happens like overnight. It really takes a lot of time.
104.
You've grown by 104?
Yes.
So you've added probably around 800?
Probably. Yeah, 100 a day.
It's about, so when you do the quality people, it's about 20%. So somewhere around there, that accept your friend request. So that's really, really good. Really good. Okay. So Stacy, did you add anybody? Did you grow?
No, I haven't grown yet. And it's always hard because this meeting's so small. So it's not like I can get lost in the shuffle here.
Oh, yeah, you can't get lost. No, girl.
I know.
I don't want you to get lost in the shuffle.
There's like only 3 people on here. And I'm like, darn it.
That's okay. You know what? But you're here. That's okay. Yeah. You're here. And it's you do what you can. That's what I told you guys before. This is your journey. There is no right or wrong. There is no, you have to do this much. You have to do this much. I put out challenges for you, and you know, you grow at your own pace. So what I would challenge you to do this week is go in and between now and Tuesday's meeting, try to add 100 quality friends. Just find one person that has their friends list open that you know, and add the mutual friends from just that one person. Try that. And if we do just a little bit every day, then a little adds up to a lot in the end. I promise you. So no, you can't get lost, Chickie. You're all good. Okay. All right. So let's talk about Manager Madness. Did any of you do any of the Manager Madness training? Again, I think Bria's probably been through it 18 times by now. But did you?
Well, but I plan on going through it again this week, because I feel like every time you're going to learn something else, and also it just kind of refocuses your brain. Oh yeah, I forgot I've been doing this other stuff. I need to go back and do that. So that's what my focus is going to be, is kind of just regrouping and refocusing. So
let me tell you something that's so unique. So like should be eye-opening. So Bria has been doing this for 3 years. She is she's at a gold manager rank, and yet she does the exact same thing as Alicia and Stacy, who just got started, every single day. I do the same things every single. I can't increase my friends list. But what I have to do is take people off to get new people on there, because you have to continually rotate your audience. You've got to continually get in front of new people, but it's the same steps. There's 4 things: add friends, increase your audience, add people to the adventure page, post and follow up. That's your 4 things that you do every single day. I do it every single day. Every single day of my life, I do those 4 things. I've got to get in front of new people, because this is what I have found out. Again, those Facebook algorithms are crazy. So even though I have 5,000 friends, I've probably got about 500 seeing it. That's it. And if you talk and you put it in front of the same 500 people over and over and over again, it's like putting your head into a brick wall over and over again. You're not going to break the wall, but you're going to hurt your head, you know? So it's not going to get you anywhere, you know? So you've got to continually get it in front of new people, which is why increasing your friends list is so important, because when you add those new friends and you engage them, and I would encourage you to, I hope I told y'all that, to go and post on their walls, comment, do something with at least 5 words, comment at least 5 words on one of their posts. That means that Facebook knows that you're their friend. And then those new people will see what you have. So that was just like a squirrel moment. Squirrel. Okay, so back to Manager Madness. I would encourage you guys just to go through and do at least 1 a day. That doesn't take but about 2 minutes to go through and check that out. Just put it in your calendar. Set your calendar for when you go to the bathroom. Or set your reminder. You know, next time you go to the bathroom, take your phone with you and do a Manager Madness thing. And if you do it just while you're on the pot, it was just like Cynthia was talking about. She started her business toilet texting. Just do your training, toilet training. We're gonna potty train. That's good. So yeah, just do one when you go to the toilet. When you're sitting on the toilet, just do a training, and then you'll eventually get through them again. And if you keep doing that, and another thing that I did when I first started is I wanted to know if I'm the kind of person where if I know my stuff, I can talk to somebody about it. And I didn't have anybody helping me. Like I had nobody. I was the only person in Georgia doing this. The lady that had signed me up, she was not into it. She didn't want to learn. She asked me everything. So I had to learn it all myself. So I wanted to know the products. I wanted to know what other people were doing. I wanted to know how to get to where they were. So I started educating myself. So in your Share app, if we had just had the Share app when I started, that is like the greatest tool I think that they have ever given us. In your Share app, there is a flyer with every single product we have. It tells you what it does. It tells you how to use it. It tells you what products go great with it. And it tells you the ingredients in it. So I would just take one of those a day and just review it. Just read a flyer and then do that next time you go to the toilet. So the first time you're going to go to the toilet, you're going to go and do the manager madness training. The next time you're going to look at a product. And if you keep educating yourself, you're going to find the value in what you have. You know, it's right now, it's just like, it's so easy to just say, oh, take the $99 system, you know, because that's what you think in your head, because that's the cheapest. And that's what you know, in your head, that's what you think your friends can afford. But I will tell you, if you find the value in what you have, people spend money on what they find value in. It doesn't matter how much it is. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. I have got this Sundance pen right here. This Sundance pen came from Sundance, Utah. The very first time I went, it was Sundance. Robert Redford was there. And this is no lie. When we went, we were walking in the restaurant. Donald Trump Jr. and his family were walking out of the restaurant. Right there, right there. This is a Sundance pen. This thing writes. Y'all, look how good it writes. You see how good this writes? I am going to give you this pen for $5,000. Is this pen worth $5,000? What if I told you I'll give you this pen for 50 cents? Will you take it for 50 cents?
Yeah.
No. Okay, let me tell you another scenario. I've got a Mercedes, brand spanking new, all the bells and whistles in my driveway right now. I'm just not going to use it. I have another car. You know, I've got 3 or 4 in my fleet. I just want to give it to somebody who can use it. I'm going to give you that brand new Mercedes, no taxes, no nothing. I'm going to fill it up with gas, and I'm going to tell you, you look good in that Mercedes. I'm going to give you that Mercedes for $5,000. Will you find $5,000 to get that Mercedes?
Yes.
Yeah. What's the difference? It's the same amount. I'm going to give you the pen for $5,000. I'm going to give you the Mercedes for $5,000. Why will you find you see what I'm saying? It's the value behind where the money's at. You wouldn't have money for $5,000 for a pen, because there's no value in this. There is no value in this, but a Mercedes has value. Same difference. That ultimate system has value. That is going to help people with their weight. It's going to help people with their energy. It's going to help people with their sleep. It's going to help people with pain and inflammation. It's going to help people get everything balanced on the inside. It's going to help people. This is non-compliant, so it's going to have to stay here. It's going to help people get off of medication. It's going to help people with migraines. It's going to help people with diabetes. It's going to help people with acid reflux. It's going to change the length of their life. It can increase the longevity of their life. You know, that's what that has. So if you can show them the value of what you have, man, I would have mortgaged my house for that if I had known what I had. Looking back, it's worth so much more than what I paid for it, what it has given me. And we just got to figure out a way to put the value in it. And instead of just saying, hey, just take the pen, you know, just take the pen. Don't worry about the Mercedes. No, don't start with that. Always start with the one that's going to give them the best results. 94% success rate. It's got a 3% return rate. It addresses all 15 points of failure that other diet plans failed for them. All of it. It's the whole thing. Plus it's the best value. Plus it's got the $100 credit. You see what I'm saying? You have to know what you have. You've got to see the value in what you have in order to show other people the value of what it is. So there's another squirrel moment, but that's the difference in making $12 on a $99 system or $80 on an ultimate system. You know, your referral fees. Hey, Michelle. Are you there, Michelle? Okay, she's not listening to me right now.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I get to introduce you because they have not met you yet. So this is my dear friend, Michelle Rogers. She is a silver manager from the cold state of Wisconsin. She's a huge Green Bay fan, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers fan. And I have had how long have you been with me?
Not a year yet.
Almost a year. Yeah, I think it was last spring, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The second time.
Oh, are you actually talking to
She's a comeback kid. The first time she used the products, had great results. This time she came back, used the products, had great results, and decided to share it with other people. And so she's done really, really good. And she's gone through some tough times in 2020 and the beginning of this year, but she's an overcomer. She's a strong woman. She's determined, she's driven, and I love her dearly. So welcome, Michelle. And this is the other people. So we're talking about right now, putting the value of what you have. So I would always start with the ultimate and go down from there, because if you start with $99, guess what they're going to buy? I don't care if you tell them that the ultimate system is made with gold. They have heard that $99 system in their head. So we want them to find their fit. We do not want this to be a strain on their finances. We do not want this to be stressful for them. So, but give them the option. Don't make that decision for them. They're big people. They can make that decision for themselves. They can say no. They will tell you no. And then you say, well, you know what? We've got the Ignite plus the trim sticks. That's $414. That's going to do this, this, and this. And then when we got the Ignite for $349, find their fit, but don't start at the bottom and go up. Start at the top and go down. And there's and I can't remember which convention it was from, but it was talking about going to a mattress store. And if you go into a mattress store, they've got the $5,000 mattress lined up. They've got them lined up from price, from the most expensive all the way down to the $100 mattress. And they start you at the Mac Daddy, because they want you to feel what you could have. And then they go down, and each one gets a little rougher, because when you lay on it, you're going to want that Mac Daddy mattress. That's the one that envelops you and makes you feel good. And, it takes away everything. But as you go down, say that your budget's between $500 and $700. You start at the $5,000 one and see what it could be. And you keep going down and lay on the ones right next to it. And if you go in any mattress store, it's like that. Go to a mattress store and see if that's not the truth. They will start you at the highest one because they want you to feel and see what could be. And then you find your fit. And then you find what you can afford that feels the good. You can start you at the $99 one, but how much would you pay if you were paying for stuff individually? How much would you pay for the weight loss? Okay. How much would you pay to have great energy? How much would you pay to sleep like you haven't slept in years? How much would you pay to have something to manage your stress and anxiety and depression and belly fat and nighttime cravings and all that? How much would you pay for I don't know, not having a migraine anymore? And if you break it down individually, I can promise you people would pay $100 a month not to have migraines. People would pay $100 a month not to wake up with aches and pains and be able to squat down and stand up. People would pay $100 a month to not have acid reflux anymore ever again, because they're probably paying $50 a month for Nexium anyways. And then, and it's just all these things individually. You got to show them the big picture. All this stuff works, and it's going to be all this in one. See what I'm saying? Make sense? Okay. I want to talk to you guys about how you get paid. I know that that's a big one, and I've had a lot of people ask about that. And so when you first sign somebody up in their first calendar month, that is called your rapid reward commissions. You get 20% of the point value that they purchase in the entire calendar month. So let's say you have somebody purchase the beginning of February. They get an ultimate. That's 400 points. You're going to get $80 from that. Well, let's say they want to use their $100 credit before the end of that month. You're still going to get 20% on that point value if it's in the same month. So that's your big thing. That's your big, your first sign up is where you're going to get the most money. so Vicky, I mean, Alicia just signed up Vicky. Let's say Vicky decides, she actually signed up as a distributor. So she signs up Carol. So Carol buys an ultimate. Vicky's going to get $80. Alicia's going to get 40. So you get half of what your second line makes. The whole first calendar month for Rapid Rewards. Third level is 6.67%. Fourth level is 5%. That's sweet. You only get 4 levels on the first purchase. But then reorders. Your reorders, your residual income is half of the half of your Rapid Rewards. So every time they reorder from now until life, the people that you've signed up, you get 10% of the point value forever. That's pretty sweet, right? So if they order another ultimate, you're going to get $40. If they order another ultimate, you're going to get $40. If you don't talk to them for a year and they order another ultimate, you're going to get $40. I've got my very first person that signed up under me is a lady named Susan Tuggle. And she signed up in June of 2015. She signed up with an ultimate, had great results. She didn't want to sell it, but she has ordered from me for 5.5 years. And I have gotten paid every single time she orders on the work that I did in June of 2015. That is wealth. That is where residual income gives you true wealth, y'all. Getting paid for something for work you're not doing. That's a no-brainer. That's awesome. As long as you're in good standing with your account, as long as you've got your, bought what you need to buy in order to get your commissions, which is 1 product for half commission and 2 levels, and then 120 opens it all up each month. So I set my subscription on 120 every single month because I'm using the products anyways because I love them. And so there you go. Rapid Rewards is 10% for level 1, 6.67 for level 2, and 5% for levels 3 through 8. 5% of anything your 3 through 8 line does forever. That's sweet. We get paid daily. So anything you do today is Saturday. So Saturday you get paid Tuesday. Sunday you get paid Wednesday. Monday you get paid Thursday. Tuesday you get paid Friday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday you get paid Monday. So it's the 3 days. So whatever you do today is 3 days, not business days, 3 days is when your pay will come in. So the only thing, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you get paid on Monday because they don't pay on Saturdays and Sundays, but it's still 3 days. So does that make sense? Okay. Let me talk to you about being fully vested. If you came in with anything less than an ultimate system, then you are only going to get paid on your first 2 levels. So in order to be fully vested, and I think that's a moot point because I think all of you are, but just so you know, for your other people, in 1 calendar month, you have got to have a 360 point purchase yourself in order to open up all 8 levels of commission. By the time you've got your second level selling stuff, chances are you're making enough income to cover that 360. And most people, what we do, if they don't, I will tell them to get a revolving kit or get, whatever they need. They can get an Ignite plus some products, whatever they need to get that 360 points, and use it for revolving kit, use it to do a bulk purchase, whatever it is. But if you come in with an ultimate, you're fully vested. So anybody that you've got that's signs up as a distributor, that's another great value that you can put in the ultimate system because you get fully vested, opens up all 8 levels of commission. That is 1 lifetime purchase. You never have to do it again your entire lifetime. Your entire distributorship with Zingular, you never have to purchase another 360 points in 1 calendar month. You're in for life. So that's a good thing too. Does anybody have any questions on that? Ask now or forever hold your peace. Nobody? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. All right. Let's move on to posting. Posting on Facebook. And I think all of you are really good at this. When you make a post, you don't want to talk about Zingular. And I think, did you guys all see the do's and don'ts that I put on words to use on Facebook and don't use on Facebook because of the algorithm? Okay, there's a post in the leaders page, and I'll tag all of you in it. Or I'll actually probably just drop the flyer in the frontline thread, because it will tell you what messes up your Facebook algorithms. And I wish they would just let you post, and if they're your friends, people see it, you know. But it'll tell you like the things that you can say that will engage your audience, and things that you post, like words that you post that are flags to Facebook that will keep your post from being seen because they think you're selling, which, you know, it is in a way, but I mean, we're salespeople, we're selling a product, but we don't sell it by telling people you need this, you're fat, you know, you need this, you know, you're going to fall over. We don't solicit people. So it's different. So we can engage our audience without using the words that flag Facebook. The best thing to do, talk about yourself. Don't talk about Singular. Don't talk about other people. Don't talk about buying something. Ask me, join me, that kind of stuff. Talk about yourself and make them ask you, what have you got? Alicia's very good at this. She has had people like blowing up her page saying, what is this? What is this? I don't even know how many chats we're in, but she's just like talking about herself. And, you know, she's got a big story, and she incorporates Singular in her other story, you know, and you guys can go on her Facebook. She's an open book. I mean, she tells everybody, and I'm sure you don't mind me telling, but
I don't mind at all.
207, how many days? 270 days?
274, I believe, today.
274 days sober today. And she is, I wish you could see the difference. I wish you could see the light in her eyes now from a year ago. And she's a different person. She wants to share it. She's not ashamed. God set her free from this. She'll tell you that. And with her sobriety and with Singular, I mean, she is a light, and her life is changing. She's losing weight. She looks amazing. And, you know, everything in that's what she's sharing. She's not saying, hey, I've got a weight loss product. You need to use this. She is telling what it's done for her. She's telling, yesterday she said 2 more pounds. Woohoo! You know, and she had 2 more people say, what have you got? You know, and it's just people watching her journey. And that's what I would implore you to do, is just share about you. People are nosy. They don't want you to tell them what they need. They want to see what you've got. I mean, they want to know what you're doing, and they'll ask. Same thing with the testimony page. That's why it's so important to get people in that page, because Alicia's story may not resonate with everybody that's on her Facebook page, all her Facebook friends. But I can guarantee you, somebody's story in that adventure page is going to make the light go on in their head. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but what about next week? You know, you've got just somebody that sounds just like them, and then they're finally like, tell me what you got. I mean, we get 50 people every single day saying, give me info, give me info. Just watch that page. Watch how many people every single day ask, and the more people you add, the more that are going to be yours that get tagged. So posting on the adventure page too, that is a results page. Post your results. When you've got somebody on your team that's doing good, post their results. You don't have to give their name, you know, but post their results with a little excited gif or something. You know, the pictures and backgrounds is what makes it stand out to people. I know Michelle's daughter is doing fantastic, and that would be a great post, is Michelle, because it's personal to Michelle. My daughter did this in this many days. Way to go, sister. Or, you know, my new client, or my new customer, or I'm so excited for my friend, or that, and post their results. You don't have to say their names, but it's going to keep people engaged. Before and after pictures, you can use any post on that page. If they are currently an active distributor, do not use their before and after picture. They're going to use their before and after picture. Go way back and find stuff that's from way back yonder. You can click on pictures and go back 5 years. I started that page like a month after I started. So there's tons of stuff on there. And the only thing is, if we're making new posts, You've got to make sure it's compliant now. Before 2018, we didn't have to worry about compliance. So that's why we leave them on there, because there's a lot of posts that we can tag people in that we won't get in trouble because of the date. But from 2018 on, just take their picture and say, gosh, 30 days. It's amazing what can happen in 30 days. Or are you, 8-day results. You can tell. Most of them in the post will tell you how many days and how many pounds, and you can just take little bits and pieces from those testimonies, repost them. All of them are verified. You can use them on your own stories. Are you using Facebook stories? Are you using Instagram stories? That's where the money is right now. I'm going to tell you, because I had no idea what it even was, but apparently that's all people look at now is Instagram stories and Facebook stories. So take one off of there. Just take a picture of somebody, just somebody off of there, put it on your Facebook story and just say, I love my Xbox, or I love my weight loss program, or I love the energy I get from this program. Something on your little text box, and then send. And every day you have a different story. And you can post your personal stuff on Facebook, post your weight, because they disappear in 24 hours. Did y'all know that? The stories disappear in 24 hours. So whatever you put, it's going to be gone in 24 hours. So they can't, if they go into your stories, they're only going to see one. They're not going to see 100 of them that you posted. They're only going to see one. So it keeps them engaged. Talk about non-scale victories. Put a picture of somebody jumping and say, I love how my knees don't hurt anymore. This is awesome, and post it. Just get outside the box. Think of different stuff that will get people engaged, create that curiosity, and make them want to know what you have. And I'll tell you, somebody that's amazing at this is Hillary Brown. She's the brand new silver director on our team, and she is really good at that. So she don't care that you use her stuff. So you've got a whole different audience. Take whatever she's posting, but make sure you don't share it. Do not share anything from anybody else's page, because you don't want them to click on something and leave your page. You want it to be yours. So you screenshot it, you crop it so it doesn't look like a screenshot, and put your own text on there. So other than that, okay, I'm going to open it up for questions on posting or anything else. And I know you'll have to have questions. Michelle, Kevin Strasberg sent me a message asking how he only has 550 points, and I sent him a message back. He was counting his whole QV, and the contest is for inception volume. So I sent it back and broke down all 3 of his signups, how many points they had, and how he had that, and showed him where to find it. But I also told him that if he wanted to get in these trainings, I would let him get in here too, because I know that you've kind of been really covered up. So I don't have a problem with that at all.
Okay.
And any of y'all's distributors, any of your frontline distributors, if you want them to, if you want to put them in here with us, I don't have a problem with that at all. I don't want it to go to your whole teams, because I want y'all to learn to be the leaders and have these yourself, and take what I'm teaching you to teach your team. But I'm good with that. So did he message you?
No, he didn't. I mean, we talked before you gave him the information about his inception points and stuff. So